Hello guys, I hope you are doing good. Welcome to another video. Today we are going to solve another machine coding question in ReactJS. We'll create stacked snack bars. So snack bars are basically, you call it snack bar or pop-up or an alert that notifies user if certain action has been completed or not. Like this, if you can see in this image, so a pop-up appears to tell the user that the action you have initiated has been completed, or is there any error or anything like that. It's basically a notification provider. So this question was asked to me when I was interviewing for Razorpay back in 2019 for SDE2 level. So I'm going to solve the same question over here. Majorly, I've seen product-based organization in the machine coding round. They either ask you to create a common UI component that we usually use on the web apps, or some tricky DOM manipulations in order to evaluate how well versed you are with handling the framework and its syntax and converting your logic to code within it. So that was the same thing I had to go through. The question was in two parts. The first part was must-have features. So as you can see the problem statement and read it, I had to create the snack bar. So the snack bar, when I click on the add button, a snack bar should appear. Then the snack bar should show the message. It should have a cross button to close it, and then it should also auto close after a specified duration. That was the must have feature. Then there was a second part where we can have a stacked snack bar. So stacked snack bar is like you create stacks of it. If multiple notification triggers together, then we'll see either 1, 2 or 3 stacks of the snack bars and not more than that, and the next should appear when the previous one is removed from the stack. And then it should have variants like error, warning, success, info, all those. So we try to create the same over here in this video. So let's get started. Let me close this. Yeah, and before starting the coding, I just wanted to give a heads up, like if you are preparing for your front-end interviews, then you can check out my course on alpha.learnersbucket.com. You get lifetime access to it once you enroll into it. I have company-wise question. I've recently added the make my trip and Hive question as well. And then I regularly solve problems and share the solutions over here. And apart from that, you have everything that you need to prepare for a front-end interview: your JavaScript questions, TSS, design pattern, rendering pattern, optimization techniques, web fundamental, and everything else that you need to prepare for a front-end interview. So if you are preparing, you can check out my course and enroll. So let's get started. Let me close this, and then we have our coding area. So we'll code over here. This is the inbuilt playground that you will get access to, where you can practice live coding. So to create the snack bar, I'm going to follow the container presentational pattern in React. It is a design pattern or a component pattern in React that I'm going to follow. Basically, I'll create abstraction. So we'll have a view pattern that will render the snack bars, which will auto close. And then we'll have a container that will hold the logic of adding the snack bar and removing it. So let's get started. Here, let me open the directory and let's add a new file, snack bar container dot jsx. And now let me go back to, let me just create snack bar container and have a hello world or return something from here. Next one, snack bar, and then export default snack bar container. And now let's go to app.js. Let me close the main, and here I'll import snack bar container from snackbar container JSX, and let me remove everything from here. And I'll just return the snackbar container. So there is some error. Okay, so we got our container boilerplate ready. We have imported it on our main file, and then here, let me remove this. I don't need the use state as well. I'll keep the style as it is and import the style in the snackbar container too, so that once I add the classes, it starts applying it over here. And then now let's start adding the logic. So the logic is simple. We'll create an array that will hold all the snack bars. We'll have an add method in which we'll add a new entry of the snack bar to the array, and then we'll have a remove method that will filter out the snack bar from the array so that it's no longer visible on the UI. So let's import use state, and then I'll have the snack bar, and then set snack bar, and then an array of it. And now let's add a add method. So const add snack bar, and what we'll do over here is we'll in the set snack bar we'll get the previous list, and then we'll return a new array with the previous list at the end and the new entry at the beginning. Because this acts as a stack, so we follow the same principle of the stack data structure, where the new entry is at the top and the previous entry are behind that. So basically LIFO, last in first out. And here I'll say that id as date.now. So every time in the interviews, let's say where you have to use an ID, and if you are not using any packages or a way to have a unique identifier, the best thing you can do is use date.now, because it returns the current timestamp in milliseconds, which is unique always. And then we'll have a message which will say hello, and then here we'll just render the date.now, the millisecond, so that we can see what is there. So this will create a new entry into the array. This will add a new or a fresh snack bar, and then we'll have a method to filter out the snack bar. So const remove snack bar, and this will accept the ID, and what it will do is in the set snack bar method we'll get the existing snack bars. Here also let me rename this as existing so that it is easy to understand. And from the existing snack bar we'll filter out the one with the ID that is passed here. So return existing dot filter, and here we'll have e or the element or the entry and not equals to the ID. So basically we'll filter out the snack bar with the given ID. This will remove the snack bar. And now here let's have a wrapper, return div / div, and I'll have a button add snack bar, and on click of it, what I'll do is I'll add a snack bar. So I'll assign the handler, and now below this we have to render the snack bar. So what I'll do is I'll get the list of snack bar, and then I'll map it. We'll get the snack bar entry, and then here we'll return the snack bar component. The key will be the ID, and then on close we'll assign the remove snack bar handler. Now let's create this snack bar component. So here let's save this. This has written the button, we got the snack bar, and now we have to create the snack bar component that will render the snack bar. So basically we got our container ready with the add and remove method, and then we'll have our snack bar component. So here let me create the snack bar, or I can create on the top. So const snack bar, and what we'll accept over here is the message that has to be rendered, and then on close. Apart from this, we also need the ID of the current snack bar, because that what will pass to the on close, so that it can pass it to remove snack bar, and then it can filter out based on that. So this ID we have to accept over here. So it's better I just spread the complete details from the snack bar, the message and ID both, rather than passing it individually. And here now we'll get the message. We already have the on close handler assigned, and then the ID. And now what we'll do is we'll return a div with the class name snack bar, and inside this we'll have a div with the message, and then we'll have a close button, on the click of which we'll invoke the on close with the ID. So we got our snack bar, and we got our snack bar container. Now let's see if it is rendered or not. So if I click on the add snack bar button, see our notification is rendered, and if I click on the cross button, it is removed. So this is one entry, this is second entry, and if I click on the second one, it is removed. If I click on the first one, it is removed again. So now let's design our snack bar a little bit. Let's add some style to it. What I'll do is in the app.css, let me remove everything except for the root, and then here I'll add snack bar. So that's what the name is, the snack bar. And to this I'll add as position fixed, because we have to show it on the right or left corner anywhere. So position fixed, top as 10 pixels, right as 10 pixels, and then padding as 10 pixels, background, let's say for now we keep it as blue, and then we'll say display flex, align items center, justify content space between. So the message and the cross button will be pole apart, left to right, and then we'll have the border radius as 4 pixels. So let's save this, and now if I click on add snack bar, so see this is how it appears. Now we got our snack bar over here with the close button. If I click on the close, it will close. And now if you're seeing the multiple, so if I keep on clicking on the add button, there will be multiple entries added to the snack bar, and they are being stacked on one over the other. So if you can see, the moment I keep clicking, it is getting added, and this is how it looks. So now let's add another functionality over here to auto close the snack bar. For that, I'll use the use effect hook, and here let me define a constant value of auto close duration. Let's add it to the 2000 milliseconds or 2 seconds. It will auto close in 2 seconds. And now here what we'll do is we'll create a ref. So let me use that, use ref, and then const timer id equals to use ref, and then in the use effect hook, what we'll do is when the component mounts, we'll start a timer. So timer id dot current equals to set timeout, and in the set timeout, what we'll do is we'll call the on close with the id, and then here we'll pass the auto close duration. So we can accept the auto close duration for the snack bar. Let's say auto close duration. If it is not present, then what we'll do is we'll pass the default value, and then we'll have the memory cleanup as well. So we'll create or return a function, and in the return function we'll do clear timeout, and to this we'll pass the timer id and current. So when the component unmounts, it will clear it. So let's save this, and now if I click on the add snack bar, it should auto close in 2 seconds. So see, when I click, it appears and then it auto closes. So it is appearing and now it is auto closing. It appears again and now it auto closes. So our basic functionality is working properly. We got a snack bar where we can make an entry. When we click, it auto closes, and if I click on the close button, it will close instantly. So the basic functionality of the snack bar is in place. The only problem over here is now if you have to use this snack bar component anywhere, you will have to import it. So this snack bar is now only available within the app component. If I have to use it anywhere else, it is not possible because we have created a specific component which has to be used. Now snack bars or notifications are something that we have to use through the multiple components or throughout the code base particularly. So what we'll do is we'll convert this with the provider context. So we'll follow the provider component pattern. We'll convert this. That will also help us to create the stacked snack bar, because in the provider we can pass the stack size, and then based on that we can render it. So how it will work is basically we'll have something like this. So snack bar provider, and then max snack equals to 3. Again we'll close the snack bar provider, and then we'll wrap our component, let's say app, within this. So the snack bar will be available throughout the app and its children ancestry. So this will solve or this will help us to tackle our second part of the question, which is nice to have feature, which is creating the stacked snack bars. So let's start creating this. Let me remove it from here and let me return app. So let's remove this and let me just add h1 app. The app is rendered. Let me remove the snack bar altogether from here. And now we'll go to main.js. Here, let's wrap the app with our snack bar provider. And now let's import snack bar provider. And then this snack bar provider will be imported from the file snack bar context.jsx. Now let's create this file snack bar context. So here I'll go to source, I'll add a new file snack bar context.jsx. Now the error is gone, and now let's create our context. So first thing I will do is const snack bar context equals to create context, and then we'll have export const snack bar provider, and this provider will accept the children, and then the prop max snack will set the default value as 3 to this, and here we'll return our snack bar provider dot context, sorry, snack bar context dot provider, and inside this we'll render the children, and we'll also render our snack bar component. So now that this is done, let me comment the snack bar because we have not imported it over here. We are exporting this as a module, so we'll have to make some change over here. We'll have to import this as module, the snack bar provider. Now it is accepting the app, so app is being rendered over here, and then we got our snack bar provider. We'll have to pass the value as empty object, and now that this is being rendered, let's see why the children is not rendered over here. So we are passing the app as a children to snack bar provider. We are getting it from snack bar context. Is there some error? Create context is not defined. Yeah, so we forgot to import it from the React package. So create context from React. This is a named import like this. So it is saying E is not defined. Where is it? Okay, this has to be 3. So our app is now rendering. Now what we'll do is we'll move our logic that we have in the snack bar container of adding and removing the snack to the context. So let me copy this from here. We copy this from here to the context. So we'll move this logic inside the context so that it is available to everyone. And now here, let's use useState. So we moved our logic to add snack bar and remove snack bar to the context over here. And now what we'll do is we'll pass that to the provider. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a value, and I'm going to memoize it with the use memo hook so that we are not doing unnecessary re-renderings. And here I'll just add max snack that we are accepting as prop. We'll pass it forward. Then we have this snack bar list that will pass it forward, and then our methods to add snack bar and remove snack bar. So this will pass it forward. This is the dependency, and now here we'll just return max snack bar, add snack bar, and then remove snack bar. And now this value will be passed over here. So our logic is now encapsulated to the context where we can create the snack bars and then we can remove it from here. So this is centralized now. And now let's expose this context. So what we'll do is we'll create a hook to expose it. So export const use snack bar. Now here const context is equal to use context, and to that we'll pass our snack bar context, and we'll say if not context then throw new error, use snack bar can only be accessed within snack bar provider, otherwise we'll return the context. Let's import this hook use context from the React. Use memo is not defined. Let's import that too. Use memo. Now app is rendering, our structure is ready. Now because this is centralized, what we can do is we can use our snack bar hook in a component, and then we on the add of the button we can pull the add snack bar method and just invoke this. That will make an entry over here. Then the snack bar list will be updated. We can then use that list and the max snack to generate the snack bars. So now let's go back to the snack bar container. Let's remove everything from here, and here what we'll do is we have our snack bar function as it is, we'll use it as it is, and then the snack bar container we're going to import use snack bar from snack bar context .jsx. This is named export like this, and now here what we'll do is const the snack bar. We'll get the list of the snack bar naming, and then the add snack bar method, and then the remove snack bar method. We'll pull it, and here we'll get it from the use snack bar hook. And now that we got this, so our add button is there, snack bar is there, it should render it. Now let's pull this snack bar component. To import snack bar container. From that we have to import the snack bar container. So it is default exported, so we can use it as it is from snack bar container dot JSX, and then this snack bar container I'll render it next to my children so that it is available everywhere. So now you can see that below the app we got our add snack bar button displayed, which is being rendered from the snack bar container. Because we have centralized our method and the store to keep the snack bars list, we are just exposing it or using it through the hook, and then we are passing it to the add snack bar method. Now if I click the snack bar, so it is appearing and it is working fine because we are reusing the same logic where the component mounts, it starts the timer and it will auto close after the specified duration. So if I click on the add snack bar, it is visible and then it is hidden. So this is how it is being rendered and then it is being auto closed. Now let's do one more thing. Let's add variations to it and then stack it one below the other. So let's go back to the snack bar container. Here in the snack bar, what we'll do is we'll get the list of it or the number of snack bars that we have to render. So const max snack bar list, and what we'll do is we'll get the snack bar and the max snack, and what we'll do is we'll slice from 0 to max snack bar count. So this will render only this many snack bars at any given time depending upon which number we have specified. So because this is 3, so this will render only 3 snack bars. Now let's add some displacement to the snack bar so that it is rendered one below the other. So for that, what I'll do is I'll get the index and then here let's add displacement, and that will be index into 40. So we'll just do a 40 pixel displacement. So I'm passing that as a prop depending upon which index or what's the position of the snack bar. And now here we'll accept the displacement as prop displacement, and then we'll add a style to the snack bar. So style component, style, and transform translate y, and here we'll have the displacement and then pixels. So that many pixels it will be displaced. Now let's see if it is being stacked by adding multiple snack bars. So 1, 2, and 3. It is being stacked and it is being removed in the same order. So now let's increase the displacement so that it is visible properly. I've moved from 40 pixel to 60 pixel. Now let's see. So it is being added one below the other. Let's increase by some more size, 70 pixels, and then see. Yeah. So now you can clearly see how the snack bars are being added and it is being removed. Now let's do the final touch. Let's add variations to the snack bar. So let me add some classes. Error, where is the CSS file? Here, app.css. So let's add error, background is red, and then warning as background is orange, and then info, so background is blue or gray because blue is the default color, so I'm setting it as gray, and then success, so background is green. So we got 4 variations now: error, warning, info, and success. Let's go to our snack bar container class, and here let's define the variations. So const variations equals to error, warning, info, and then success. And now we'll accept the variant as a prop. So variant, and then this variant will go with the class name. So here the class name space plus variant, and the default variant is the default one, so that's why it should show blue. Let me get these variations from here, and then we'll move back to our context where we are adding the snack bar. We'll get these variations and we'll randomly choose one variation from it and add it to the list. So let me create a random logic over here from where I can pick the variations. So let's const max equals to 3. I'm doing this based on the max snack value, which is 3, but you can update it accordingly. So I'm setting the max as 3, minimum as 1. Sorry, this has to be based on the variations. So max as 4, minimum as 1, and then we have to pull the random value. So const random equals to, on the click of the snack bar we have to do, so const random equals to math.floor. This is the method to create random number or generate random number between the given range, random, and this into max minus min plus 1 plus min, and then const variant equals to variations, and then random minus 1, and then we'll assign this variant to the snack bar. Set snack bar unexpected token. What has happened? Have we done any? So we got this math.random, math.floor, then math.random, min and variations, const add snack bar. Okay, so here this has to be empty array. By mistake I may have removed that. So now let's test this. If I click on add snack bar, see, randomly a variation has been added. The last variant is not being added, which is success. What we have added for the success is green. If I go, variant is being added in the context. I have error, warning, info, and success. Let's change this to 5 and see if it works fine. Do we get success randomly? It is not getting success randomly. And here if I remove this, still we are not getting success. No issues, it's a minor problem, you can fix it. But this is how you can create a stacked snack bar that can auto close, and at max the defined number of snack bar will be shown. Once you add them, it will auto close on the specified duration. As you can see from here, it is being removed. Let's say if I add 3, it will remove in the order in which it was added. So this is how you can create a stacked snack bar. I hope you have learned something new today. If you like the solution, please give a like to the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much.